Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I'd like to go through all the tools that I'm using every day to run my print-on-demand and KDP business. So this video is really designed for everybody who is already in print-on-demand or KDP and might need to get some more ideas of where to find graphics, which tools to use. And it's also for everybody who's just thinking about starting in print-on-demand or KDP, and who is wondering which tools there are out there and which tools, might be worth considering to subscribe to and to use. Because, while there are a lot of free tools and websites, I generally find that the quality of graphics and the quality of the content on the websites that you need to subscribe to is much better. And I started to run my business in November 2020. I've been growing my business ever since then, and I'm in profit as well. So even though I have all these subscriptions running, I make a profit every month. And my subscription costs are not going to go up further from here. These are really the tools that I'm using regularly and every day, and only my profits are going to go up. So I started to be in profit a couple of months ago. Before that, I paid a little bit more for the subscription costs. I do not outsource to any designers. I do everything myself at this stage. And I know that many people are outsourcing to external designers, getting their designs done on whatever, Fiverr or Freelancer, I think is another website, freelancer.com. But I'm not doing that. I'm doing everything myself. I want to know how it works before I even consider outsourcing. But to be honest, all these tools that I'm using, they are so much cheaper than an external designer, and my designs are selling. And it's just a good feeling to know that you're doing everything yourself. And also those designs from external designers, they are generally very expensive. Even if you can get a design for $3 or so, you can create so many more designs with all these tools that I'm going to show you, and they are so much cheaper and they look good as well, and they are going to sell, So let's go right into it. So we'll start with the websites where I get my designs from, or my graphics. Then we're going to go to the websites that I use to create new designs. And then we're going to go to the websites that I use to upload. So, by the way, I've tried to automate my process as much as possible. I work full time and I have a family with 3 children. So I've got a 10-hour day at work every day, including commute. So I really only have time in the morning before work and after work and on the weekend to run my business. But I think if you follow my channel, my personal opinion is it's pretty impressive what I could achieve in the last 5 months, starting my first real online business from scratch with minimal cost, and I'm in profit. So this is fantastic. And I think that generally when you start a business, it generally takes a while until you get in profit. I mean, I know there are people selling stuff on eBay, and it took them over a year to figure out what's actually selling, and it took them over a year to make profit. And there are other business models where it just takes a lot of upfront cost. So print on demand, this is one reason why I really like print on demand. The cost is minimal. Yes, you need to put the work in, but that is pretty much the same with any business. There is no real get rich quick scheme unless you're really lucky. And you are lucky and invest on time in Bitcoin or whatever, then you can make a lot of money quick. But this is really the exception. You need to work hard. But then it's always up to you how you make this, because for me, it's not hard work, honestly. I mean, print on demand is really fun. It's good to see how this is. I like the design process. I like the sense of achievement, and it's good to see that this stuff is actually selling and that this business is actually working also in 2021 with all this competition. So let's just start. So the first website where I get my designs from is All Sunsets. It's a fantastic website. It costs only $20. And you subscribe for a year. So you only pay $20 once for a single year, and you can get access to all these designs here, which are fantastic. I think they add one new design every day, and you can use obviously one of these graphics, for example, to create multiple designs, right? So it's up to you what you do with it. You cannot use it as it is, so you need to add some text to it. This is the only condition. But then you get a lifetime license for it, and you only pay $20 for you know, 87 pages of designs, and I think on each page you have, is it 3, 6, 9, 9 designs per page, and you have 87 pages, so you can calculate how many you get. There is another website which is called All American Graphics, which is from the same guys, same cost. These other designs are for the American market, pretty much, with US flags. I've subscribed as well, but I'm not using it that much. So you get these here, for example, as you can see here on the left hand side, very similar ones with the US flag. But I just have the feeling that these here on the allsunsets.com website, they are selling much better. And I haven't really taken a closer look at this, but from what I've seen, I think around 30 to 40% of all my designs that I'm selling include at least one of the graphics that I downloaded from this website. So definitely a recommendation. $20 to get 87 by 9 multiplied with 9 designs is fantastic. And they add, as I said, I think around a design every day, pretty much, roughly. So as you can see, this, for example, is a design that I've sold already. You can obviously make a lot out of it. You can have create a design for running mums, whatever, everything really. So really nice designs, and all of them have these sunset, vintage background feeling, vibe. So yeah, definitely one recommendation is this. Next recommendation is Creative Fabrica. Creative Fabrica is a website that includes millions of, they say over 2 million of graphics here, also fonts and all sorts of graphic resources. And they also have a special POD section where if you subscribe, you can just use all the designs which are in there and all the graphics just as they are. Now, if I, for example, type in here, what could we do? Maybe surfing, then you get a lot of designs that relate to surfing, specifically created for print on demand use. Now, anything you can see here, you can download and use as it is. Everything normally comes with a PNG file, but they also include the vector files as well. And you can use them and change them, or you can use them as they are. This is, I think, I don't know if there's another website, but one of the few websites. Oh, even here, look at this. I mean, 90 really nice surfing designs, editable. And this is one of the few websites where you can actually download something and use it as it is. This saves you a lot of time. I always recommend changing it, just because it will avoid any issues down the line if you ever decide to unsubscribe from this website, because if you're not subscribed, you cannot use them as they are. But anything that you download from this website within an active subscription period, you get a lifetime commercial use license for it, and you can always upload it, but you have to change it first, right? So you could download this one of these designs, for example, and just change the text. Then you have the ability to use it for a lifetime. And this, I mean, all of this for, I think, around $20 per month. This is amazing. I mean, I only stumbled across Creative Fabrica a few weeks ago, but I've uploaded some of these designs here. I mean, I've downloaded them, changed them. I haven't uploaded a single one which I haven't changed. I'm always changing them because I never know what goes on in the future. But I've already sailed quite a few actually. And of course you need to do your research first, but this subscription here has already paid for itself as well. By the way, also the All Sunsets subscription has paid for it. So yeah, next recommendation is this. So these are the two main sources of where I get my designs from. There are obviously tons of websites where you can download free graphics and images for commercial use, but I prefer to stick to these because I got used to them. I know these designs are all selling and I'm happy with it. Next website is where we can create designs is actually Placeit. Now, I don't use any software generally like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, because I'm not a designer, I don't have a lot of time. I prefer to keep things simple in my business because I have other commitments. I have a full-time job, I've got a family, and also run another online business actually in parallel, and I work on this YouTube channel, so I'm doing a lot. So I haven't got time to run, to create stuff myself really. But I still create designs myself, but I use websites like Placeit to create designs easily. So this is Placeit, this is one of their templates. They have tons of t-shirt design templates that you can just change. and you can change colors, you can change the text, and then you can re-upload. Next website is Canva. Very similar website to Placeit. I prefer Canva more than Placeit because Canva is a bit more user-friendly, but it's all up to you. Personal preference, I guess. I use Canva every day. I'm not using Placeit that much anymore, just because on Canva there is a bit more freedom in terms of what you can do with your designs. And I can also use Canva for KDP. Next website is Vexels. Vexels is the third website that I use to create designs. So we've got Placeit, Canva, and Vexels. And I don't use Vexels every day, but I use Vexels very regularly. I use Vexels to scale designs. So they have a lot of editable designs to download and to change. So this is actually where I use Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator for, because you can download PSD files here, for example, or AI files, and lots of other file types as well, I think, and also vectors here, and you can change them, SVGs as well, by the way. And to open PSD files, I've got a Photoshop subscription and I use it for that. But this is everything that I use Photoshop for. I don't create new designs with Photoshop, so I just use Photoshop to edit editable designs. And also their t-shirt creator is really good. So they've got a t-shirt maker where you can actually, not like Canva here, you have just a blank page where you need to design on. On their t-shirt maker, you can actually design on a t-shirt, and I like their templates a lot. I think they have more professional designs than Placeit, but again, this is personal preference. But if we just have a very quick look at the templates they have available here, then I personally just like them. I like how they look, Also here, this one, for example, and a lot of scalable designs as well. So definitely a recommendation here. Now, this was everything about where I get my designs from and graphics and how I create my designs. Now we'll get to KDP. So KDP, first of all, you can get a lot of resources for KDP as well on Creative Fabrica. They've got lots of interiors, and they've got free interiors as well. Over 100 free interiors that you can use for KDP for free. But then I also use Bookboard, because Bookboard helps me with doing research for KDP, and it also helps me with creating new interiors like puzzle books and everything. Now, I haven't used this tool a lot. I'm using it to do research, but I haven't used it that much for creating new interiors, purely because of time. But it's a fantastic tool. I'm subscribed, and I used it to create some books, but not that many yet. But this is purely out of because of lack of time. But still something I can definitely recommend. They've got ready-made interiors as well. They've got some an option for you to do research on KDP, and also you can create completely new interiors with their so-called Puzzle Whiz tool. Now, when you create all of these designs and KDP designs and interiors, how do you upload? Now, you could upload manually to all these websites, but what I use is Flying Upload. I use Flying Upload every day. So my workflow is normally I create designs on the weekend, put them into different folders, and then during the week, I basically upload 50 to 60 designs every day using Flying Upload. When I'm at work, the uploader is running because it takes a bit longer to upload to websites like Zazzle and Society6. Sometimes I also upload overnight, and it's not a problem. It's just doing it perfectly, honestly, perfectly. One of the best tools I've ever used. The customer service is fantastic as well. They normally reply within an hour, and they also have a Discord channel. They are very easy to talk to, and a very good contact, really. And the software is working for me. It's not based on Excel like many of the other uploaders out there. It is a standalone tool, nice user-friendly tool, as you can see here, maybe in this video. I've got it also open here. So what we've got here, for example, is the uploader, which is running currently. Well, I've actually stopped it for this video, but this is how the uploads are running in parallel. And very similar to that is the KDP tool as well, which they have. It's a separate subscription, but it works for print on demand, and the KDP tool works for KDP. It's a separate tool because for KDP you have different things to enter, different options. And yeah, I use it every day. I can't recommend it enough. I couldn't run my print on demand business without Flying Upload. Well, chances are I might be using another upload tool, but in the beginning of my print on demand journey, I started to use 2 other upload tools, but stopped to use them because they didn't support the websites that I wanted to upload to. Also, there was no reply when I had an issue, so the customer service was rubbish, and some of the uploads didn't work, and it was more complicated because I had to use Excel. Now, this is very easy, user-friendly, and you can give it a go. You can go to the website, download a free version and try it for free. And you can use the link in my description. If you do this, you can get a 20% discount, and you're supporting this channel. Now, the next tool that I'm using pretty much every day as well is Flying Research. Flying Research is has been developed by the same guys who created Flying Upload. This is a research tool which can help you to identify best-selling designs, really. Best-selling designs on different platforms, especially for merch, because merch gives you basically most of the data that you need to do research, but you can also get a lot of inspiration from Redbubble and Spreadshirt. And based on that, you can create designs that will sell, because very similar designs or designs in that niche are selling already. And this is just very helpful to do, especially Amazon research, especially for MBA and also Spreadshirt and Redbubble. And these are pretty much all the tools that I'm using on a daily basis. Now, there are also a lot of free tools out there like Redbubble, the Redbubble tag tool and stuff like that. I'm not really using that anymore because everything that I need, I've actually got in all of these tools here. I think these free tools are good in the beginning, but I think as soon as you've reached a certain profit level and you are in profit and you can afford to subscribe to some of these, do it. At least that's my view. I've done it. And that the reason is that they are very user-friendly. You get customer support, you know, and they can deliver so much more than free tools. And then oftentimes, you know, there are no free tools for like Canva or Placeit, for example. So of course you have to subscribe. Now, with regards to research, you might find free ways to do it. I always, you know, I just subscribe because personally, the guys from Flying Upload helped me so much sorting things out because their customer service is so good. And also, without Flying Upload, I couldn't run my business. So actually, it was also a bit of a thank you to them that I just subscribed to Flying Research as well. But it's up to you, obviously, to do that. So just wanted to give you this overview of all the tools that I'm using on a daily basis, all the tools that I couldn't do without. And if I didn't have these tools, I couldn't run my print on demand business. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.